So I guess Couche-Tard is really not giving up on this potential takeover.
I mean, it just sort of signals another phase where Couche-Tard is quite determined to try and enter negotiations with Seven & I. What we understand is that this new offer valuing the owner of 7-Elevens at around 7 trillion yen, it was set back in September 19th. That's, several weeks ago. But we haven't heard any of this trickle out since then. And now it seems like talks are not really happening, at least in a substantive way. And we're just waiting to see now how 7 & I is going to respond to this.
Because there has been some confusion as to whether this is ultimately about valuation, value for shareholders, or whether there's more sort of, national issues at play here, right? Does the response to this, will that give us a better indication as to whether there is a path forward and, which of these narratives are actually at play?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's just going to make it harder for 7 & I to sort of reject an offer now that this is public, given that the only reason why the shares are going up is essentially this approach, as opposed to some of the news that we've been seeing over the past week of 7 & I trying to shed off some of its non-core assets, really to sort of demonstrate that it's willing to focus on its core business, which is really, the convenience stores, which have been so successful over the past few decades. I mean, the other thing to note here is that, the timing is very interesting. We're actually going to get quarterly earnings from 7 & I in about 2 days. And so I'm almost certain that, CEO Ryuichi Isaka is going to face some questions over this.